Alright, hello everyone, welcome to the first round of the King of the North tournament. I'm here with my co-caster Eaton Mess, or Sam as some people call him, like his parents. I'm John, or Jalinator, whichever you prefer, and we're going to be casting University of Edinburgh versus Whispering Legends. Welcome to my stream is muted. Round. There we go. Right. So I guess we're just going to wait on the teams to start, just so we're ready. Alright, into champion select. Now, who do you think is going to be sort of the prioritised picks and bans in this, coming out from both of these teams? We see the Yasuo ban obviously coming out. Very strong in the mid lane at the moment. Probably a wise decision to ban it if you're not going to pick it. Sam, you there? Sam? Going solo then? Okay. I'm just having a couple of issues with TeamSpeak, so don't worry about that. We've got Renekton, Leona and Kayle being banned. Renekton being one of those very strong bruiser top lanes. Being able to, sustain through a lot of damage. And Kayle, obviously, with the burst damage that she's able to put out, is also quite a strong pick. We've got the Leona and the Vi bans coming out as well, and Kassadin. So
can you hear me now, John?
Yeah, I can. Hello. There we go.
Hi, sorry about that.
Hey, yeah. We've got Leona, Vi and Kassadin being banned here. So
yeah, I was saying actually, but I wasn't on. I was on push to talk, but I was expecting the LCS bans to come out. So you see that in the form of Kayle and Kassadin, and Renekton as well.
Yeah, very common bans at the moment. We've got Elise being picked up by Pow. Take that on the blue team on University of Edinburgh.
Yeah. Have you said anything about the Draven pick? Because that's going to be incredibly dangerous if they get that wrong.
The what? Sorry.
The Draven pick, or Draven, if you want to say it like that.
The Draven pick.
Do you call it Draven or Draven?
I say Draven. Okay. But yeah, the Draven Lulu. That's an interesting lane. I haven't seen Lulu played that much.
She's passive in comparison to who you'd usually put Draven with, I think. But
yeah, normally you would put her in with like him in with like a Leona or something, like a very very aggressive one. Maybe Thresh. I'm surprised they didn't take that up.
Yeah, no Thresh ban either.
Yeah.
But I think maybe they picked Lulu up as maybe their player Tonga or whoever it is isn't actually a great Thresh player, and then Lulu is a very safe.
Yeah. Let me just have a look at their. Yeah, they seem to be maining Lulu of the couple of games that they've been.
Of course, it could be Lulu mid.
Yeah.
Based on Alex Ich.
Yeah, Tonga has been playing Lulu 4 games this season.
Okay. And does he look like he's a mid player?
No. Well, he's got exhaust on. He's got exhaust on the. It's quite difficult to tell in this early stages because he only played sort of, 7 games or 8 games.
We got an Alistair coming out. I really hope that's the Alistair jungle.
I want it to be the Alistair jungle as well.
Potentially.
A throwback to the roaming Alistair days. Oh,
I used to watch Snoopy stream the Alistair all the time.
Yeah, it's fantastic. So we've got Pantheon and Vayne on Edinburgh. I'm not sure. I reckon it will be Pantheon in. What do you reckon, jungle or top lane?
I think jungle, just based on the meta at the moment. Vayne, standard, safe. Well, not particularly safe. Going to have a rough laning phase, but they pick a strong support. They're not going to have too many problems like trying to get away from the loot.
Oh, the stream wants some energy, so I don't know how do we give them energy?
I can give them some energy. We can just go a bit mental.
Yeah, well, champion select isn't very exciting, guys. So.
Oh no, champion select is the epitome
the most
of
exciting
tactical gaming.
Here we see the Urgot coming in. Pretty interesting play there from Edinburgh. What are we going to see coming out from the?
He's not knocking the Scion.
He's hovering over the Scion.
That that could be real. That
Yeah.
could be a thing.
Raise the dongers, as they say.
It's
So
spanner in the works.
yeah. Well, let's just look at this Jarvan and Warwick pick, because that
Okay.
obviously in the top lane I think it's going to be Warwick, but that lockdown that they're going to have at level 6 is going to be incredible, because they're going to be able to jump on with the Warwick ult, and then when that finishes, the Jarvan knock-up and his Cataclysm gonna be given a lot of CC on that top laner, which means the ganks are going to be very difficult to get away from.
And it's interesting that he's chosen Aurelia, just because she's maybe able to dash to creeps, but if she doesn't have a creep to dash to, she's going to be stuck in that Cataclysm. Warwick's going to jump on her, slap her on the face 5 times, and she'll probably die, because she's not exactly extremely tanky either.
Yeah. Oh, well, we've got this LeBlanc pick from Edinburgh here. It's quite a common pick at the moment, I think, from obviously from some of the pro players.
It's just so on point at the moment, isn't it?
It
You
is,
can
and
get out with your ult.
this Rise player, I'm not sure how this Rise is going to stack up. Actually, it's interesting. Let's take a look at what he's been
Do you
playing
think
recently.
that's potentially right?
He's been playing. He's
So,
played a couple of
mid.
Rise games recently. As Yasuo obviously being banned there.
Does he
on
play
the-
Yasuo, do you think?
Yeah, well, his if you look at his profile, he's got 13 games played on Yasuo, and he's only got 21
Oh,
wins.
big man.
So, yeah, this guy obviously mains Yasuo, but that ban probably targeting
the Rise
him.
comes out.
Rise
they
comes
may
out.
have managed to tactically ban him out, so now all he has left is Rise, back from Season 2.
Although we could see the plays coming out in the form of play Yasuo in ranked this season, so that they think
Right.
you main Yasuo, when in actual fact,
So you're saying he has predicted the King of the North tournament and thought, I'm just going to play Yasuo.
he
so
wants
they always
he wants
ban
that
him out.
mouse, man. He wants the gaming mouse.
It's a strong OP prize, that's true. So
Yeah.
he's actually going to be King of Rise.
We're playing for money, guys. Don't
Yeah.
forget that.
Are the winners going to get tournament Rise?
Yeah, they do. They get
Because-
Triumphant Rise. So
Yeah,
obviously,
so
on a Rise player, that's probably what he's going for. I think you've sussed it out. Good job.
I think we've found the winner already. Asus RN Krumel
Yep.
is going to destroy all on Rise.
Yeah.
The thing is, Rise has less items to buy now. Now that they changed Spirit Visage, not Spirit Visage, the other one.
Will of the Ancients? No.
The one. See, this is pro casting coming up. The one with the mana and health and the shoot spell shield.
Oh, Banshee's Veil. There we go.
That's the one.
There we go. Got there in
So
the
there's
end.
no mana on Banshee's Veil anymore. So he can't now become this massive tank Rise with the Rod of Ages, Banshee's Veil, Frozen
Yeah.
Heart, craziness.
Yeah.
But it'll be interesting to see how it goes, because I think there's no reason why LeBlanc can't.
Hang on.
destroy.
It looks like I completely skipped over this, but it doesn't look like there's a conventional support going to be on the UOE team here.
Yeah, could be.
Well, so who do
LeBlanc's
you reckon we're going to see?
support,
I think Elise could be the support here.
I've played
Elise-
Elise support before. She's solid.
Yeah, I think the benefits of an Elise support would outweigh the benefits of the other two potential supports, because I think you've got that CC and you've got quite a high burst and mobility
Absolutely.
on
Um,
Elise.
Whether you'd want to partner that with Vayne is another thing.
Yeah.
But she'll serve well to stop Draven from running, because she'll just throw the cum shot in the face. I'm not sure if I should say that. I should say web.
The web shot. That's what you said.
The
Don't
web-
worry.
the web shot.
You kind of went a little bit quiet on the first syllable, so I'm assuming you said web there, so that's fine.
I said web shot.
Yeah, web.
Yes.
Cool.
Blanc
Against-
is just too good in mid at the moment to not have her mid.
Yeah, I think that could be a ban we see quite a lot in general, I think, across this tournament.
You think?
yeah.
I imagine. Yeah, you're right. And in fact, the bans we've had now are going to be very common. I think I'd be surprised to see Vi get through at all in the next few games.
Yeah,
He's so strong at the moment.
very.
No Shyvana though. Was there a Shyvana ban? I don't think there was.
No, there wasn't.
And
I'm just still interested by this Leona ban. maybe the support played a lot of Leona.
I think the thing about it, you get those supports that just play Leona and Thresh.
Yeah.
So
Well, looking at the borders, this looks to be quite a one-sided matchup here.
mm,
Although, you know, we have been surprised in the past. So, you know, I have all hope in this
Well,
gold team.
I still believe that gold is better than diamond.
Yeah, well, obviously, because, you know, there's more gold, so it's better.
Yeah, I'm sure it's worth more or something.
Yeah.
Um,
I actually, yeah. My friend is currently in gold 3, and he was ahead of me, and I skipped over him. I went from gold 4 to gold 2, and so I keep cracking jokes about how gold 3 is the worst division to be in. So,
Gold 3 is the worst division.
yeah, exactly. It's terrible.
It's where you mediate to if you luckily got into gold,
Yeah.
but you'll never go any further.
In life, in general.
Right, so we've got... Yeah, but what you've got to remember here is that this gold team, they've won the skin war, so
Oh,
that
yeah.
instantly gives them an advantage.
That is very
Darwin let
true.
them down a bit, though.
Oh, got to change some team names, 1 second.
I'm excited to see the Aurelia come out, actually, because everyone always says she's not viable at the moment, she's not strong enough, and we may be about to be shown by Paltakati that that's not the case.
Yeah, I think Aurelia hasn't been played a lot, and I totally agree with you on that. I think it could be a very interesting matchup in the top lane, because Warwick is kind of unconventional as well.
30 seconds
Yeah.
until minions spawn.
Well, we've seen Murloc come out of Darien in the RTS in the last few weeks,
Yeah,
so he'll probably do the same thing, build really tanky, and then get the wit's end for the damage. It doesn't look like we're going to see any invades. They're spreading out across the board.
Correct.
Be interesting to see where they start. Whether they'll try and start so that they both gank the same lane at the same time. You know, so they're there for the counter
Minions
game.
have spawned.
yeah. I've just got to.
You do what you've got to do.
It's a long name, Whispering Legends.
So Pantheon's
Have I
gonna
spelt
start
it
in
right?
the
Is the
red,
question.
and Java is also going to start as blue. Yes. So you'd expect potential ganks coming out top or mid lane at about the 3-minute mark. Whether any of them will keep farming is another case. Right, red just going to be started off by Pantheon. John, are you on directed camera?
Pardon?
Are you on directed camera?
Yeah, I am at the moment. 1 second. I was
Okay,
just
so
sorting some stuff out.
If you stay there, then I know. Looking
Oh
at
yeah,
the stream.
if we stick on directed camera, then it will be
That's it.
on the same stuff, right?
The earliest always take a couple of hits from Warwick, and passive on Warwick is just sit there all day.
But then you've got the Aurelia passive as well on her
Yeah.
is it? Yeah, the W, I think.
And Warwick's gonna have to like prioritize health because he's not gonna get chunked down by that true damage.
Yeah.
So you might see him go. I'd expect some sort of spirit first. And you were right on the Elise support. By the way.
Yeah, I think Victorious Elise boding well for them.
Yeah. It's the strongest unit. There you go. And then
Oh, there we go.
By
Lots of
look
harass
how much
going down.
damage she has
Yeah.
to flash.
Flash burnt. So that's a very decent engage on the bot lane. On the bot lane there.
There's that safe Lulu pick. Not quite working out.
Yeah. Indeed.
No kills though. Top lane trading quite nicely. Aurelia looks like she's going to have mana problems.
Well, it looks like Pantheon's going to be coming in for a gank on the top lane here. Coming in through Tribrush. Jarvan's on his red, so he can always come in pretty quickly. Pantheon's coming into lane. Aurelia manages to land the stun. Pantheon's stunned. Lots of damage going down onto Warwick. Ignite is dropped. Flash burn, not going to be able to pick up the kill. Warwick is
That
going to
was close. The
survive.
Ignite ticks down, and Aurelia did have a flash for that. Quite the damage they wanted. And I imagine we had to stay in lane actually. With a few
Pantheon
teams.
coming in again, actually going to back off of this one. It looks like they're going to want to push. Jarvan coming into mid lane. Finding landing onto LeBlanc, but she's just able to jump out of that. That's why she's such a strong pick at the moment. She has a lot. Oh, I missed the first blood.
Yeah, so what they did there,
Oh dear.
they just pushed up to the tower, then it was an easy tower dive for two of them. Warwick, Jarvan, his jungler, was mid.
Yeah.
So there was nothing he could do, and he really should have backed off and decided he thought he could stay through. But
I can quickly rewind and watch that.
Oh, go for it.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go for that. Let's have a look. So here, let's have a look. So here's the tower dive coming out. They've obviously just pushed up, gone under turret, and dived. Yeah, it's a very simple technique. Pantheon tanking the turret obviously with that passive of his. Let's just speed it up now. Get back to live.
Are you live, John?
Not yet. I will be soon. There we go, I'm live now.
Brilliant. So you haven't missed anything, just been watching the live.
Yeah.
Had a few things traded.
I need to reorganize the players. There we go. So we got this incredibly large CS lead going on for Vayne in the bot lane. So I think, you know, they are definitely in the lead here. No doubt about that.
What's been happening is the Elise has been to zone. She's got the orange shield, so those also attacks not really going to be doing a huge amount. And been able to dish out.
Gank onto the mid lane, 2v2 in the mid lane. Binding and knock up going down, but they're just both teams just want to back off of that one. Going back to top lane. Irelia and Warwick just still farming. Irelia using some dashes to get some farm there. Warwick managing to just chunk her down with that Q.
I really like the way Irelia plays the Q thing. What's this?
Yeah, a tower dive on bot lane. Looks like it is potentially going to pay off pretty well. At least tanking the turret. Probably too much. Going to go down to Draven, but Vayne manages to pick up the kill, getting the assist as well. I think that's an advantage for the blue team.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And then we see another tower dive coming out. Is Ignite going to be able to tick it down? And it is. LeBlanc picking up a kill under turret in mid lane. Very strong play there.
I think that's an incredibly hopeful flash from Jarv.
Yeah.
If I get further away, the Ignite will definitely not kill me, right?
Ignite doesn't target you if you flash.
Yeah. You're right what you're saying before though. The Vayne, trading 1-for-1 with a Vayne can just make you stronger, faster. And as you were saying, she's got a massive CS lead on the Draven already by 20 CS.
She's gone back, she's picked up a BF sword, and that is going to be incredibly difficult to deal with. At 7 minutes, a BF sword is a very, very strong item to have. Whereas, compared to this Draven's... Yeah, Draven's, Doran's and Vamp. Don't think it's going to stack up too well, especially if Vayne potentially... Does Vayne have any lifesteal on? I'm not sure.
He doesn't at the moment. But you've got no sustain coming out of the lead, so you could have this case where Purple are able to push back because of the sustain that they have. But I think with Elise and Vayne doing so much damage, you're looking at just...
Yeah, looks like they are going to land the web onto Draven, going to have that exploding spider as well. Spider form coming out, not going to be able to do too much damage, half health, but then Elise also has dropped quite a bit in that engage. And the mana seems to be on the side of the red team, but then that double ward coming out. Very interesting plays. It happens to the best of us. LeBlanc seems to be roaming down. Going to meet Jarvan in the jungle potentially here.
They're looking for that blue steel.
They are looking for the blue steel, but unfortunately it isn't up.
It's just gone, I think.
Well, as you can see, Ryze has it, and LeBlanc going to be spotted by Ryze there. She's going to want to back off of that, seeing as Jarvan and Ryze. No, she goes in. Dash coming in, just not managing. Oh wow, I keep missing these top lane kills.
Yeah. For
the mid lane.
So much action.
Yeah, a lot of action going on. But
so we've got a face off at the bottom.
She's going to be standing right on top of a ward there. Probably going to dash over the wall, go back to mid lane. Ryze is going to base under the back bot turret. Pantheon going in for the red buff steal actually. He knows Jarvan's bot, and he knows Jarvan can't do anything about it, so he's going to be able to pick that one up pretty smoothly.
And he'll have the time for that. I'd like to see him something about that one.
He's not actually, because he hasn't cleared the buff.
Oh yeah, good point. So he's just going to throw the counter Jarvan.
Yeah. The blue side blue buff is up as well, though, so LeBlanc is going to be looking to pick that up pretty soon, I think. Although Pantheon does run into a couple of mana issues, so perhaps he might want to keep that for himself, you know. Second blue buff doesn't always necessarily.
Hope so. The cooldown will help with the ult as well.
Yeah, the blue. Yeah, there's the ping onto the blue buff. Looks like he is going to give it away to this LeBlanc. Ward up near red side wraiths. Dive coming out in bot lane. Lulu ultimate. Wild growth coming out, and they're just going to back off of that one. Vayne dropped quite low, in terms of health. Irelia putting out a lot of damage onto Warwick. He's going to be dropped to about 400 health there. And the poking coming out from Lulu. I think that's where Lulu stacks up quite strongly, and that she can get that harass down, but she hasn't been able to do that. Jarvan just wandering into lane, not too sure what he's doing.
Yeah, we could see something in being there as well.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Jarvan knows that. I think he may have seen him through that ward.
Yeah.
Hiding nicely behind the wall, but he definitely seen.
Oh yeah, Pantheon's now walking on top of the ward. Jumping on in mid lane, LeBlanc ignite down onto Ryze. Probably going to pick up this kill there. Very nice, solid play by LeBlanc, but she's dropped very low.
There's no follow-up because she knew Jarvan.
They knew where everyone was. The slow going down, the knock-up, landing onto both of them. Although it looks like the damage from the two of them is going to be quite a bit. Pantheon taking quite a lot of damage there. They were focusing him, I think, rightly there, seeing as he is the least tanky of the pair. Warwick going to be keeping that vision on with teleport coming in from Ryze. Going to be seeing a binding coming out onto Pantheon. Going to be picking up that kill. Very solid play there. Flash having to be burnt by Irelia. Going to be wandering into that red side jungle. But it doesn't look like they're going to be followed up.
What Irelia and Pantheon did wrong there is they jumped on the Jarvan, who had he had looked at his items, they would have seen already had the pop up and a giant spell. So they couldn't quite burst him down.
Looks like we are going to see a meeting in the jungle yet again. LeBlanc and Irelia going to be on top of this Ryze and Jarvan. The double binding coming out onto Ryze from LeBlanc. Ryze popping his ultimate. Actually sustaining quite nicely through that, but LeBlanc just has the damage to just decimate his health. Solid play there.
I really like this. They're doing thing very similar to what we see at the LCS in there. They just try and dominate the red side jungle.
Yeah.
Use of the mid lane, the jungle, the top.
Yeah.
See the number of wards they have. They have 3 wards in that red jungle.
Yeah, well, the red team have 4 wards in that side jungle, so obviously that side is under contention quite a lot.
They just all love that corner of the map.
Yep, it's a nice corner of the map to be.
And then you look at every other quarter, there is no vision whatsoever.
Yeah. LeBlanc is going to be roaming bot, going to be spotting Jarvan. Pantheon ult coming into bot lane. Looks like we're going to see a tower dive here. Stun onto Lulu. Lulu goes down. Well, Wild Growth comes out, saving her. Picks up the kill. And as well, we see Jarvan coming in, fight 2v1ing. Probably not the smartest move against such a bursty team. We see Pantheon picking up the kill. Kill onto Vayne, Pantheon and LeBlanc. So going to be stacking that gold all across the team. Very strong dive.
Yeah, I like that. That's the problem with Pantheon, isn't it? You just have this mid lane roams down, Pantheon comes in, suddenly, before you know it, it's a 4v2.
Both turrets actually going down. Dragon probably the strong decision here. Vayne taking quite a lot of damage from this dragon. Looks like Pantheon is going to have to come in. Vayne nearly dying. She might actually drop to the burn. No, lifesteal. No, the Doran's blade coming in there. And LeBlanc given the much needed burst.
Easy.
Smiting.
And that's going to put blue team further ahead. I see they're 9-2 in kills at the moment. They've got close to 6,000 gold already at 13 minutes. And it's huge.
This doesn't look like it's, you know, it's very, very blue heavy, but as we all know...
John, your purple team's manager, what do they do right now?
If I was purple team, well, I've got colourblind mode on, so it's red team for me. Because obviously, we've got to be considerate of the colourblind viewers, so...
Of course.
So I've got a red team. Well, for red team, there's the vast skill gap that they have in terms of the other team being plat diamond. But other than that, I think they could have been stronger in the picks and bans, really, because there's a lot of unorthodox picks and bans coming out. Because you've got Warwick, which is a very strange top laner, and you've got Ryze, which is, you know, that season 2 staple that we saw a long time ago, and Jarvan in the jungle. I think that's a pretty solid pick, but that Draven Lulu combo Very odd. I think they could have probably gone for some more conventional picks and not tried to be so edgy. But you know, it can work. It can work if you get it right. Irelia jumping onto Warwick, doing a lot of damage to him. He's gonna have to flash away from that one. Jarvan being caught in the jungle, actually managing to flash away from that, not going down.
Gets out on the most tiniest.
Gets out on absolutely no health. Let's see that.
Must
Must have been under 20 health there. Very strong play. It looks like they're pinging onto Warwick, so the dive coming out, the stun, absolutely no chance for Warwick there as they come in. Pantheon and Irelia. LeBlanc not even needed there. It's a very one-sided game at the moment. Stun goes onto Lulu, 1v2ing Vayne. Wild Growth comes out, the flash comes out. Draven not losing a lot of damage until this Elise comes in and just chunks him down. Elise gonna repel, but not gonna find her target. Not gonna dive this one. Sending Draven back to base. And Elite.
The damage coming out of Vayne right now was absolutely incredible.
It's fantastic.
Miles ahead of the Draven. She's finished her Bloodthirst of her, and the Bloodthirst is fully stacked now.
Indeed. Who do you think has contributed the most to the blue team? To their
win.
Well, not yet.
That's very nice going in.
That burst. LeBlanc gonna be dying to rise on the dive, but managed to get the ignite down. Play. Cataclysm coming down onto the bot lane. Vayne manages to tumble out. Obviously, Jarvan's coded as minions, so solid play from bot lane there. Very strong in general. So, who do you think the blue team's MVP at the moment is?
I would definitely say LeBlanc, and I'm not just saying that because she has the 5 kills. The thing is about mid lane at the moment, it's just coming out too strong. See, they've been roaming all day.
Yeah. Elise going to be jumping onto. Yeah. Not. Looks like we've got a 2v1. Vayne could be going down here to Rise and Jarvan. Not going to be able to pick up the kill. Rise picking up the kill there. Elise as well. Going down to the Lulu. So, and Jarvan, yet again, managed, not quite actually, as Irelia comes in from the jungle. Flashes over the wall, or is it dash? Wild Growth coming out from Lulu. Pantheon ult coming in, not going to be able to survive this one. Rise could go down potentially as well. Getting the stun down, doesn't look hopeful for Rise. He managed to pick up the kill though, so, you know, not all is lost. I think that was a trade in favour of the blue team.
I'm going to take my hat off to blue team there, or red team either. Because they did very well, considering how far behind they are. They took out the Vayne.
Yep.
I mean, they separated the Elise from the Vayne. Vayne on her own is still a low target, and Riot has managed to pick up the kill as well.
Yeah. Let me just check the stream chat and see what's going on.
Riot just spinning around. Red team, I think, really not really sure what to do right now. They're just going to be clearing out their lanes. And I don't think there is an awful lot they can do, to be honest. They need to wait for the blue team to make a mistake. Pantheon's gone back, picked himself up the Giant's Belt on top of the Brutalizer that he's already finished. So we're going to be seeing a Black Cleaver later. So he is going for a bursting Pantheon, as you'd expect from the jump. And at this point,
yeah,
it doesn't matter. He can build damage, and it's not going to be a problem.
Yeah, I've been corrected on my pronunciation of LeBlanc. Apparently, according to Mini Macho X, it should be LeBlanc without the the silent K in the French form. We are going to be seeing that engage in the bot lane jungle. 1 for 1 so far. Warwick going down to Pantheon, and actually Red Team not doing such a bad job, but at least managing to pick up a kill there. Maybe going to go down to this Jarvan and Rise. Going to go down to the Rise. And Vayne is actually in a bit of a sticky situation. Getting the slowdown on Lulu, and the Rise Q just coming out and giving them a double kill. That was actually quite a solid play. That was a 3 for 2 trade on for the red team. So, but really managed to catch onto this Lulu. Staying too long. Wild Growth coming out for Lulu. 2v1ing, probably not the best idea for this Irelia, especially against this Rise. Who actually is pretty strong at the moment, all things considered.
Yeah, Rice has done very well. He's not CSing spectacularly, but he's definitely, like, so we say, kept up.
Well, he's got 6 kills.
So you can't ever say it's good. But unfortunately for them, the team does have the Dragon Timer, and they're just going to go further once Hearts have got ahead now.
Yeah. Let's just take a look at the... Yeah. Sorry.
I was just saying, in terms of LV, I'm just going to call her LV. LeBlanc, I suppose it should be pronounced correctly.
Or, well, apparently there's a silent K, so LeBlanc.
There's a silent. You mean there's a K that's just not there?
Yeah, like pneumonia, but a K.
Oh right, I see.
So we looking at the gold difference. You can obviously see the domination there from the blue team. You know, sort of at least 1,000 gold on each of the counterparts, except for the supports. Actually, the supports actually rolling pretty close in terms of gold. But we've got up to 3,000 difference. Engage here on the red side, top jungle. Warwick jumping in, probably not the smartest of moves. LeBlanc just going to burst him down there.
Suicide Warwick.
Suicide
Johnson.
Warwick. Looks like the red team isn't too hopeful for themselves at the moment. Web landing onto there. Elise going to get dropped very quickly. Draven caught out though. Flashes. Wild growth coming out. Going to get a lot of damage down. Aurelia taking the kill onto Warwick. Rise picking up that double kill. Looks like he is going to turn around and try and pick up the triple. Is he going to manage it? No, Jarvan steals the triple. And LeBlanc is going to get out of this one. Oh no, maybe not. Rise is going to actually land and get the unofficial triple. Very strong play there. Elise, sorry.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Just
But
completely
meanwhile, we see
misnamed.
Vayne split pushing bot, and that's what we know. That's what Vayne does best. She's going to split push all game, and she's going to get the more talents. And at this point, red team actually has 5 turrets for the blue team's 0.
Yeah.
This is the Pantheon come out ahead, straight onto the Rise. E connects, Rise going to be able to trade someone, he is going down, and support coming in from release right now. Vayne comes on fire. Easy jump, picks up the shutdown, and that's more goal for Pantheon, which is not exactly what red team wanted.
No. I don't think they wanted many of the things that have happened in this game, really.
I don't think they want any of the things that have happened.
Yeah. I think if they could go back, they wouldn't do a lot of the things that have happened. But obviously, retrospect being the most useful tool when playing.
Those two Jarvans were actually tanky, you'd expect. No particularly strange items. Warwick finishing off his throws and heart. I think maybe because he's died so many times, thinks he needs to go tanky. He needs to, of course, survive his ult.
Yeah, I'm surprised this Jarvan hasn't actually finished his Hunter's Machete into the Spirit Stone or something further, because you do get quite a lot of sustain, especially in the early jungle there.
Agreed.
LeBlanc actually getting caught out Cataclysm and having to flash out. Teleport coming in from the Rise into mid lane. Looks like we're going to see a 5-man push, but the blue team responding in kind, moving everyone to their mid lane.
Solid back from Aurelia. She just walks straight out. She's too tanky at this point. And she's got the tenacity as well.
Yeah. Didn't look too good for her for a moment there, but she managed to get out pretty solidly, and she's just gonna farm those wraiths.
I think that was less actually Aurelia's tankiness and more lack of damage on the first team. Can you see most of them had to build tanky to survive at this point.
The whip shot landing onto Rise. The stuns all go down. Wild growth coming up. Probably going to get dropped. No, maybe not. Now he is dropped to Pantheon. Warwick taking down the LeBlanc though, so that's a lot of the burst from the blue team gone. Vayne taking down that Warwick. Blue team seems to be taking control of this fight now as Elise jumping on there and Aurelia picking up the double kill. Solid play. I really can't fault this blue team for most of their stuff. Like, there's a couple of times where they maybe hung around too long in the jungle or something like that. But, they've been playing very, very well this whole game.
Yeah. They've generally chosen the right target to go into, prioritise, and at this point they won their lanes. They're so far ahead that I actually think red team did very well in that last fight in terms of their decision making. They went straight on the flank. She goes down straight away, or it peels onto the Vayne, trying to shut her down. But Vayne's just too strong, and he kills for it.
Yeah, I don't think the red team wants to team fight at all at this stage. They want to be holding lanes and pushing lanes at the moment, and actually they want to probably get some wardage onto Baron, as that's probably going to be the next target for the blue team. Coming up on 25 minutes, first Baron should be being looked at here.
Absolutely. And you can see the number of pink wards we've got coming out from blue team.
Yeah, well, those wards have
they're
been there
very
for,
ready for it.
for a very long time. That's been since at least 2 dragons ago, I think.
Yeah.
At least that one in the.
Essentially not doing her job.
Was very Pantheon ult coming down as the mid lane, not going to be able to catch onto that rise, even with Pantheon's move speed. And LeBlanc is going to manage to dash in, land double chain onto rise. Wild Growth coming across onto him, not going to be able to get away though. Jarvan coming across, doing Cataclysm, Jet dashing away, really going to pick up the kill onto Lulu. Draven ult coming across, but there's not much that's going to happen. Elise is going to try and follow up, but nothing is going to come of that.
That CC chain is absolutely incredible. I've got that. They must have practiced that because you saw the webbing, the LeBlanc stun, then the Pantheon stun, all perfectly timed, and there was no escape there for the Rise.
Yeah, fantastic play all round from the blue team there.
And you could see a Baron right now.
I think, yeah, this looks like they're shaping up to do it, but obviously there's no red side wards on Baron, so they're not going to have a clue, and they're going to have to protect their inhib as well. Going to be starting it here. Elise tanking to start with, then Aurelia moving into tank. LeBlanc actually hanging back. Interesting tactic there. She's going to be able to spot the red team coming in. Red team drops a ward in that Wraith Brush, but it's not going to be enough as the blue team has just picked up Baron.
I don't think there's any way Red could have contested there. They were far too slow.
Double ward coming down again from the red team.
They would have died, I imagine.
Yeah.
And it's what blue team now does with this Baron matters. They're going to be taking Drake, and I imagine they'll then back, buy up, and push to the win. You see, they've already got that mid inhibitor, so they'll be pushing bottom top lane. See Aurelia on top at the moment.
Yeah. That dragon going down in a matter of milliseconds, quite frankly, because
Milliseconds.
that LeBlanc burst is just far too strong at the moment. Interesting plays from this LeBlanc. The double chain coming out. It used to be, you know, the double Q would be the strongest play, but with this team comp, obviously they have such a large amount of burst anyway that she really wants to use the utility of the chain stun.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the case. We saw it earlier in the topside jungle,
Yeah.
where she double chained just to give Pantheon enough time to get there, and then jumps, put his shield in the face of Warwick.
Very well timed as well, actually. Yeah.
Yeah, very well. You do see Vayne go on.
Pantheon jumping in as well. The stun coming down. Not necessary at all as Vayne.
He's not going to be needed, but he came down to say hi.
Yeah. Style points there for Pantheon.
Looks like they're really pushing up the spot lane. Engage on the Lulu. She's
Lulu just gets melted by by half the blue team.
He didn't even manage to break the Banshees there on Pantheon. He died that.
If we look at Vayne's items, she's gone for a very old school build there. Dive coming out onto Warwick. Gonna go down very quickly to LeBlanc. Aurelia taking very low, tanking the turret there. Picking up the double kill for LeBlanc. Gonna push this second inhib, and potentially gonna be pushing in for the win here.
They've got still got 20 seconds with Warwick and Jarvan around. The rest of the team is not that tanky.
Yeah, but this Vayne is just gonna
they
melt
can
it.
through this massive mid.
Indeed. Yeah, as I was saying, Vayne going for this very old school build with the Phantom Dancer, Bloodthirster, Last Whisper. Wild Growth coming out, not going to be able to save Lulu here. Oh, maybe she is, she's going to flash away. But it looks like this is going to be GG coming out for the blue team. They're going to be advancing into the next round.
Solid performance from it.
Solid play all round there as we go back to the
You know what? I got to give props to the Lulu this game because I think she was probably one of the better players on the red team. She only died 5 times, which is actually the least in the team.
Yeah.
Along with the day 4. So go Lulu. You see, she just walked out. She walked out so many fights on so little health.
Yeah. It's, you know, given the skill difference, I think, you know, we had our suspicions before the match, and given the skill difference, I think red team played. Oh, sorry, yeah, purple team, or is it red team?
I think it's
not
red team.
colorblind mode apparently doesn't apply in post game. Interesting. Didn't know
Because
that.
nobody is colorblind when you're not playing the game.
Yeah. Yeah, but red or purple team did pretty well, I think, given the skill difference. I think, this Rise obviously is a very strong Rise player, so we called the
We got to see his good teleports though.
yeah, he had some very strong
There's-
teleports.
So, all in all, he was very good, but I just don't think it's ever going to get to the late game stage, where he could have been huge. And they really needed that because Rise, of course, could have carried like 1v5. Problem is, they knew they were going up against a better team, and they should have played different champions. I think we touched on that earlier, didn't we? More
Yeah.
solid champion. But then
Yeah.
there is the argument for them playing awkward champions, so the other team doesn't really know what to expect.